Hey guys, it's a new video. I wanted to provide some resources that has helped me in the last 8 years of me teaching on education things, some tips and tricks as a business owner, and even some editing tools and playlists on YouTube that actually really inspired me and kind of got me on my way. So here are some of the podcasts that I like to listen to on a regular. I love the Movement Maestro for her realness. They definitely give you a lot of insight on more of like smaller businesses and smaller social media status stuff, and how to grow in certain ways in that regard. And then you have the FitBiz, which is definitely more for those who are on the online path for teaching, because it does help you build and launch programs. She has an amazing FitBiz foundations and basically a learning course for those who want to get into the online programming world of fitness. And then my other one, which I have been in her mentorship before, hers is basically what I would say a community-based mind group. So you get to talk to other studios and other fitness businesses together in their mentorship monthly program. And with the Pilates Business podcast with Saran, with how she has everything set up, it's very easy to digest as a newcomer. So maybe something you really want to look into and deep dive from her older episodes into her more recent ones to get an idea if you want to join her marketing and mentorship group. And these ones are a little bit more catered towards the rehab professional. But Krista Gurka is a Pilates studio owner that has physical therapy in Florida, and she has a lot more details on how to scale an in-person business, especially if you are a clinician of any sort. She's also one of my regular ones that I like to listen to, following by the PT Coffee Cast. This is actually something I don't listen as much to anymore, but was one I was listening to a lot maybe 4 years ago, when they were first getting out of their PT school and waiting to become full-time clinicians. But it's a lot of good mindset stuff that you can learn as well, if you're an instructor or trainer, because it does kind of go over some of the things that you would typically see in a private instructor training. And then the Physio Network goes over more of the rehabilitation stuff that is good to look into when you're curious about something. I use it as like a secondary resource for when I want to learn a little bit more of the rehab things and what's going on in the rehab world. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to screenshot this and save it. But I'll go over some of these other websites that I use for the rehab world. And for those of you who are interested in more of the women's health field, these two podcasts are great ones in addition to trainings they also provide. I've learned these from looking at different pelvic websites, both very specific to other fields, not just Pilates, but relevant in the fact that they do one-on-one trainings. So these next few are places to actually learn things, specifically focusing on biology and anatomy. If you're just feeling a little rusty or want to look at some more visuals in a detailed way, that is used by colleges, in the fact that it's a resource when you are doing college anatomy and physiology. So look into these websites, which is KenHub, Body Smart, and edx.org. And for those who like to look at medical research, Physiopedia for rehabilitation, physical therapy stuff. It's like an encyclopedia, Wikipedia for all of that things, including how surgeries go. Paid version, you'll get more information and things rather than the free version. And then, of course, we have Mayo Clinic and the Harvard Health where they publish things, because things has happened on the websites where certain things for government aren't posted anymore. So look into these if you want to get into more of like what clients are going through after a surgery. Can help you kind of figure out muscles and focuses on. And I completely forgot about all the other ones. So looks like we're going to have to put this in a second video. But if you have any questions about these, put the links in the description so you can look into it. It will be from the Apple podcast, but I'm sure you can find it on Spotify and, of course, their individual websites.